There's an awful lot to say about the Amidah, so I'm going to make it into several shorter videos rather than one gargantuan one. So let's start with an overview of the Amidah and its structure. The rabbis of the Mishnah refer to the Amidah as tefillah, as prayer itself. It's the core element of the 3 daily prayer services, Shacharit, Mincha, and Mariv. And so after you've moved through the creation, revelation, redemption of Shacharit, and you've accepted God's sovereignty in Shema, you're ready, as it were, for your audience with the sovereign. And that's what the Amidah is. And so that's one interpretation of the 3 steps back, 3 steps forward we take as we start the Amidah, that you want to approach the sovereign. So the 3 steps back are sort of the necessary logistical move to give you space to move forward. Another way to interpret it is to say that you sort of have to uproot yourself from mundane space, from the place where you are, and transport yourself to a new space in order to encounter God face to face. And that actually is also one of the reasons we do the repetition. So I'll give you a theological and then a historical explanation for the repetition of the Amidah. Theological is that we relate to God sort of on 2 levels. We relate to God as individuals, one-on-one with the sovereign of the universe, and that's the Silent Amidah, but also as an entire community, as the people of Israel vis-a-vis God. And so the repetition gives us a chance to speak together collectively. The historical reason for the repetition is that in the early days, both when there wasn't printing press, so making Siddurim was expensive, and also literacy was not widespread. The belief was that everybody should pray their own Amidah, but the understanding was there would be many people who didn't know the words or didn't know them exactly right, and so the prayer leader would be somebody who either knew the text well enough to recite it without errors or could read and had the one copy of the Siddur that was available, and so it would recite it on behalf of everybody just to kind of cover our bases. The Amidah on a weekday has 19 blessings, even though we call it the Shemona Esrei, the 18. If you count, there's really 19. And they come in 3 at the beginning, 3 at the end, and 13 in the middle. On Shabbat and holidays, those 13 middle ones, which are all bakashot, the requests for God to do this, that, and the other thing for us, those are considered inappropriate for Shabbat and holidays. We don't ask for things from God on those days. And so those are replaced with a single blessing that's about the sanctity of the day. And so on Shabbat, you have 7 blessings. I think that's enough for this week.